You guys, I've made step 1, how to make a SCOBY, and now I'm going to show you how to do step 2, which is to make the tea. And when I was first making kombucha, people were really confusing me about the steps, and there was one simple video, and I had the SCOBY, didn't know how to make the tea. So I used the big jars with reserved kombucha. My SCOBYs are there. This is actually the mother SCOBY I've had for a long time. So I use the mason jars because I do them in the second fermentation. So here's my green tea that I've boiled and put my sugar in. People say you have to put a set amount, and I don't agree with that. It's just going to create more yeast. And what I do is I get all my supplies that are clean. I don't use metal, my rubber bands. This is actually an old t-shirt I had, and it's clean. And then I get a funnel. And I put the tea in. The green tea, you can use other teas also. I like the green tea. You can use loose leaf, and you can use black tea, and there's a lot of teas to choose from, but I always have a lot of the green tea, and people ask me if it's organic and all those things, but it's not. It's just a regular green tea. So as you can see, they're different. This one's less full, but that's the way I like it. Then you shake your cheesecloth. Make sure you don't have any debris. Doesn't smell like anything weird. Apply your cheesecloth and put your rubber band on. They have to be at the same temperature. So once you boil it, I've heard of people using glass. I've heard of people doing ice, setting them in bath water. But just let it come to room temperature and you'll be fine. I have a bunch of cheesecloth because I do other fermentations, and you want it to be a double, not a single. So you can use your old t-shirts, anything like cottony and breathable, and you're done. Your SCOBY's there. Your green tea with sugar's added at room temperature, and it's cold right now. It's the winter, so I want it to be nice and warm. And one time I put it in my grow room and it didn't do so great. So there's a lot of bacteria in the soil, so I keep it in the kitchen in a dark bag. Kombucha doesn't like light. Kefir crystals also don't like light. So I place it in an old recycled bag that's dark. My kefir's brewing too, so I do kefir water. So you put these in here for about 7 days. People talk about fruit flies. I haven't gotten one yet, and I've been making it for over a year now. I've never gotten one. I guess it's plausible that it could happen. That's it. Make the tea, add your sugar, boil it, set it on the stove, put a plate over it, or I guess you could add cold water. I don't play with the chemistry that much. And I cut t-shirts like this, old shirts, and I split them, or you can use cheesecloth. And then one thing I did want to mention is that when you're making kombucha, that inside lip gets black. Make sure you always clean these separate and don't put them in the dishwasher because you'll drive yourself crazy. I clean those lids. I leave it there for 7 days. Sometimes I've left it in longer. I have a lot of yeast in my kombucha, and it's really energizing, and it's very clean for your system. This is kefir water that's already been prepared, and this is a kefir kombucha mix. So once I second fermented with grape juice, I added kefir water, which I'll do now. And this is organic kefir water. So I put less sugar in the kombucha, and then I add the kefir water, and I make a kombucha kefir mix. And I have a glass every morning, and if I need extra energy, I drink another glass of kombucha. So that's how I mix my kefir and my kombucha. I do a second fermentation of kombucha to make it fizzy. So once it's done in 7 days, I take it out of there and I mix it with juices that are pure. You can add ginger and all kinds of other things. And once that's finished, it'll be very fizzy. And I do the same thing with kefir water and the same procedure. I call it second fermenting. And then I drink those every day and I feel amazing. And I lost 50 pounds. This is my real size. So I'm going to post this. This would be part 1 if you have a SCOBY. How to blend the tea and how to just prepare it really simply. And it works for me. I'm a no fuss kind of girl. And good luck making kombucha. It's really fun and keep it simple.